Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight, as tax revenue pours in from Lincoln's casino, another racino is approved out west.
Plus, after another loss this weekend, Husker football is looking ahead to their last home game.
But first tonight, how much power small communities in Nebraska have to ban abortions. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Towns in Nebraska voted to ban abortion inside their city limits.
But some say this might have no impact on the state's law. Channel 8's Veronica Barreto talks to anti-abortion and pro-choice organizations. She joins us live here with more. Veronica?
The fight for abortion went local during the midterm elections. Voters from 5 Nebraska towns approved local ordinances against abortion. Nebraska became the second state after Texas to have towns declaring themselves sanctuary cities for the unborn. A Nebraska pro-life organization says even though most of these towns don't have abortion clinics, it is a step towards the protection of the unborn.
Other than Lubbock, Texas, none of these communities have abortion facilities or maybe even the potential of an abortion facility. However, this is an effort where the community comes together and rejects the idea of abortion.
On November 8, the towns of Arnold, Brady, Hershey, Paxton, and Wallace joined other 3 Nebraska communities in passing abortion ban ordinances in their local governments. Only one town with a similar ordinance voted against it. Residents in Curtis voted down the ordinance by a 41-point margin. Some of the towns saw tight margins between the for and against the measures. In Paxton, for example, the difference was only 8 votes. The ACLU of Nebraska says this will not have much effect legally.
Abortion does remain legal in Nebraska. Ordinances like the ones that were passed with this latest election, ordinances that conflict with state law, are unenforceable.
But the organization Nebraska Right to Life says the impact goes beyond the legality.
The point is that they are unified in their belief that all life is worthy of protection, and that community coming together unified with that message is powerful.
Richter says these ordinances will still cause harm by contributing to confusion and stigma.
They still serve to really stigmatize abortion care and really sow fear and confusion among Nebraskans.
Both organizations say they are preparing themselves ahead of the next legislative session when abortion is expected to be up for discussion.
All right, Veronica Barreto, thank you for that report. Thousands of customers are getting refunds after their flights were canceled.
The U.S. Department of Transportation ordering 6 airlines to pay out $600 million. The department has received a flood of complaints about airlines' refusal to give passengers their money back after canceling or changing flights. Passengers say they've been put in difficult travel situations, and airlines only offered them vouchers for hotels.
In my situation, they were able to get me home eventually. But at first, they had only offered me the one night. They said, I can only give you 1 night voucher, but they stranded me for 2 days. They all need to be held to a standard. Better business practices. It's unfair, and we're really at their mercy.
The Department of Transportation is also assessing fines for more than $7 million against those airlines for extreme delays in providing the refunds to customers. Well, times are changing, and so are some signs on Lincoln's highways. It's all in anticipation of the South Beltway being completed.
The Beltway will officially become part of Highway 2. Highway 2, as we know it through the city of Lincoln, will be called Nebraska Parkway. That means the city will start replacing around 400 traffic signs through South Lincoln. The Beltway is expected to be done sometime next year. Nebraska's first gambling casino is raking in the money.
Lincoln's Warhorse Casino generated more than $850,000 in tax revenue last month. Nearly $600,000 of that money will go to the Nebraska Property Tax Relief Fund. Overall, the casino has already sent roughly $800,000 to tax relief funds since it opened in late September. Both the city of Lincoln and Lancaster County will receive a little more than $100,000 from tax revenue generated in October. We also have a new update on the Hastings Racetrack and Casino.
The Hastings City Council has approved a new location for it in North Hastings. It's going to go up near Highway 281 and 42nd Street. That's further north and west of the original site, which many opposed. We also know its official name will be Prairie Thunder Hastings LLC. Southeast Community College is celebrating International Education Week as they highlight diversity and cultures.
SCC is promoting conversations among all communities, working to give a voice to multiple perspectives on a variety of issues. The Naskiti Prayer Camp are just one of the communities being highlighted.
We are grateful for folks lifting up their voices and standing with us. Indigenous people make up a small but mighty portion of the population, but we need our voices to be amplified. So we're so grateful when people give us platforms to talk about our work.
SCC's week of events continues through Friday with open access to the Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford communities. More information can be found on our website, klkntv.com. Switching gears now, Lincoln police are investigating two thefts. The first took place at a construction job site near 56th and O Streets.
That's right. A supervisor called police to report a theft. They said an excavator worth $50,000 had been taken from the site. Also, a concrete breaker attachment for that excavator had also been taken. The total loss is nearly $60,000 and the investigation continues.
And just this morning, police say 5 men were looking for unlocked cars near Cedar Cave Road and Holdridge Street. Officers saw 2 cars speeding away from the area. One of those vehicles, a 2005 Honda Accord, was reportedly stolen. If you know anything about these thefts, call police at 441-6000.
Police also say they made a drug bust last night. 24-year-old Anthony Mixon was arrested during a traffic stop near 17th and E. They say he got out of the vehicle and ran. Well, police eventually caught up with him. They say they found cocaine, meth, mushrooms, and pills inside his car.
Let's head on over to the Weather Center and talk with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins. Rusty, we saw a few light flurries earlier today.
Yeah, snow showers on and off throughout the day, and then the sun came out, but there's still a few more flurries out there that we could see as we head through the overnight. You can see satellite and radar just full of the white snow out there for central and western Nebraska, but eastern Nebraska, you can see the clouds have broken up a little bit. I think we'll see a mixture of clouds and sun and flurries on and off throughout tonight as this system just kind of wraps itself around and keeps bringing down that cold air and the clouds and the flurries on and off. But boy, that is a nice looking sunset. This is Honda of Lincoln at South 27th and Yankee Hill Road. We've got just a sunset that is really, really cool. And also in Beatrice, the Schoen Roofing at 6th Street and Perkins and Beatrice seeing a pretty good sunset as well. As we head through the temperatures tonight, will drop from the freezing mark and below. 31 degrees in Beatrice right now, 36 in Hebron. Much cooler air off to the north. 24 degrees in O'Neill, 18 in Valentine, and the wind isn't helping. It's out of the northwest at 5, 10, 15 miles per hour, and the wind chill already single digits in parts of north central Nebraska, 23 in Lincoln, still 30 in Hebron, 18 though in Nebraska City. So tonight we'll see those temperatures dropping into the teens as we head towards 10 p.m. and the wind chill will follow it with a northwest wind at 5 to 15 miles per hour. We'll likely see that wind chill drop to around 0 and much colder in some other spots too. So we'll take a look at that in a couple of minutes.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, Rusty. Well, this Saturday, Nebraska football hosts Wisconsin for its final home game of the season.
And the quarterback mania continues for the 3rd straight week. Channel 8's Lauren Michelson joins us now with plenty of updates. Lauren?
Yeah, Rod and Meg, you got that right. Nebraska's quarterback situation remains complicated. Starter Casey Thompson is still day-to-day following an injury he suffered 3 weeks ago against Illinois. But Mickey Joseph said today he did participate in team drills, a hopeful statement for this weekend. Overall, Joseph said deciding Thompson's status comes down to his ability to play at a high level.
See how the ball's coming out of his hand. You know, he's going to make good decisions, but I want to see how the ball's coming out of his hand, make sure it's not any nerve damage or any pain with the throwing. And then we'll figure it out from there. Like I told you before, I'm not going to play him if he's in pain. If he can't play at a high level, I won't play him, Seth. I won't play him.
And to break everything down, we know Casey Thompson practiced today and participated in team drills, but backup Chubba Purdy is awaiting surgery for a high ankle sprain he suffered against Michigan and is now out for the remainder of the season, which means if Thompson remains out, it'll be Logan Smothers starting on Saturday. Redshirt freshman Jarrett Sinek is behind Smothers. Sinek worked with the second unit at Tuesday's practice. If Thompson's out, Chubba's number 1 with Sinek at number 2. Plenty of other updates from the interim head coach to unpack from today. I'll break down the latest senior day updates and Joseph's response to Nebraska's coaching search at 6 o'clock, you guys.
All right, Lauren, thank you for the update. Before we head to break, humanity hit a new milestone today as the world's population reached 8 billion.
That's according to a projection from the United Nations. They point to improvements in hygiene, public health, and nutrition for the rapid rate of growth. It's expected to take another 15 years for humanity to grow to 9 billion as birth rates are slowing. It's impossible to know exactly who was the 8 billionth person to be born today, but likely they were born in the southern hemisphere. Still to come on the news tonight, after 4 students were found dead, police are still putting together what happened.
All the while, a community grieves. We're going to take you to Moscow, Idaho after the break.
Children's Hospital and Medical Center.
Were targeted and killed with an edged weapon.
As the details get worked out, students and the community are processing what was previously unthinkable. Ava Wainhouse has the latest.
No one would have ever imagined something slightly like this could happen in Moscow, Idaho, in such a small town.
A small college town, usually full of life, students walking to class, until tragedy struck the community Sunday night.
It's been a heavy heart. You can feel it from every person you interact with to the people you walk by.
4 University of Idaho students killed, their bodies found by Moscow police Sunday. It's been called a homicide, the investigation ongoing. Crime scene tape still surrounding the quiet neighborhood.
It's something that is affecting everyone, no matter how close you knew them or not. We're all connected in the Vandal family in one way or another.
Olivia Nemi is a junior at the University of Idaho. She's a member of the student body government. She tells me she knew of the victims.
Everyone has their spot to make this community the way it is, and those four had a big part to play in that, and it'll be felt and very missed without their presence here. From not only going to classes and knowing that I'm not going to see some faces that I've ran into before, to everyone else that is still here and has to live with that impact for the rest of their lives.
3 girls and 1 boy gone. 2 of them 20 years old. 2 of them 21.
To know that lives were lost before they basically even started in college is just so heartbreaking to know, and to realize that they were in their 20s and this is the end for them, and they should have had long, long lives beyond this, and memories and relationships and friendships and things like that.
Nemi says she usually feels safe in her college town.
I've walked at night in Moscow and I haven't worried, but this is going to flip a lot of that upside down, and I think it's going to be the same for a lot of other students and community members.
Coming to the harsh reality that death and tragedy can make its way anywhere, even the rural town of Moscow, Idaho.
It's a hard lesson to have to learn.
Now, your Storm Alert team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
It's been cold around here lately, and it's going to continue for the next several days. In fact, even by Saturday, we won't warm up much. Temperatures by kickoff at 11 a.m., 28 degrees, but a gusty northwest wind, and it is Tuesday. So we've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday to figure this out, and hopefully these winds diminish. But right now, this could be a very cold day. 33 with a northwest wind at 15 to 25, 30 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies. No precipitation expected, but it is going to be a blustery kind of day. High temperatures today struggled. 20s from Norfolk to O'Neill, Valentine. Everybody else was in the 30s. Did get to 41 in McCook, which hot spot of Nebraska, so that makes sense. Outside right now, Penner Bathing Solution in Aurora, looking at a glitchy kind of camera. That's all right, just shows us the wind is out there, but not terrible bad. Lots of cloud cover, but a few more flurries going to be possible. As long as you're seeing cloud cover, we could see some flurries. It is 33 degrees right now in Aurora, 32 in York, Lincoln Airport, 32 degrees. 27 in Wahoo, 29 in Omaha. The wind not helping. It's out of the north and west at 5, 10, 15 miles per hour. So, of course, we have a wind chill. That is a little unfortunate. It's a lot of single digits out there for wind chill, and we're going to see the winds that will kind of be up and down over the next few days. And because of that, the wind chill is likely going to have a bite to it just about any time over the next 4 or 5 days. Teens, 20s, to around 30 for wind chill. So we've got this big area of cloud cover, and underneath the cloud are just a few flurries. There is no huge snowfall or anything, even though we could use it. We're not seeing that in central Nebraska. A lot of returns out there, just some ice crystals showing up on the radar, but notice there is mostly clear skies here from Lincoln to Omaha and up towards, say, Norfolk, maybe even Columbus. But most of the state has a lot of clouds and a few flurries. So Stormcast, a little deceiving, doesn't really show that flurry chance because it's such a light, dry kind of precipitation that it's not really going to show up. But if there's cloud cover in your vicinity, you'll likely see a chance for some flurries. Then we'll see some sunshine as we head through Wednesday afternoon. Then another cold front comes through, more clouds, flurries going to be possible on and off. Again, it doesn't look like it's going to be widespread, and accumulating snow doesn't look like it'll be a big deal, but flurries on and off throughout the next couple of days. Temperatures are going to drop to around the single digits by early tomorrow morning. These are actual temperatures. The rest of us in the teens, and then the wind chill is going to be cold, anywhere from 0 to below 0. We could even be 20 degrees below 0 in north central and western parts of the state. So a very cold start for the day tomorrow morning. Tonight, temperatures in the teens. 16 in Lincoln, 17 Nebraska City, a little warmer in Omaha, 19 degrees, but I think we'll be around 15, 16 degrees, partly cloudy, a few flurries here and there, that northwest wind dropping our wind chill down to around 0. Highs tomorrow around 30 to 35, but that northwest wind will make it feel a lot colder, and a few flurries on and off, otherwise a mix of clouds and sun, only 32. We should still be around 50 for this time of year, and we continue with a way below average temperatures for the next several days. 32, 33, 30, a few flurries here and there, and then we'll get to around 40, back to almost normal Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday just before Thanksgiving, and then models are hinting at some mixed precipitation as we head towards the Thanksgiving holiday. That's a long way away, so we'll keep a close eye on that. Won't worry too much about it yet, but cold air is here and it looks to stick around for a while.
All right, thank you very much, Rusty. Let's take a look at Wall Street. Now it's a positive day, the Dow gaining 56 points, NASDAQ is up 162, S&P also adding 34 points. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
Tonight, the interview.
It takes courage to uphold the law.
The control.
A 10-year-old is credited with using some quick thinking to get out of a scary situation.
Authorities say a woman was following him home on his walk home from school, and it was all caught on camera.
That day when I was watching that video, I cried every time I saw it.
This is the video that made Sam Green cry. His 10-year-old son, Sammy, is at the top of the screen and was being followed by a woman on Friday.
Said that she probably knew me and she was going to Wawa and that he was supposed to go with her and he can get anything he wanted.
But Sammy wasn't going to fall for it. He knew exactly what to do. His dad taught him how to act in a situation like this. So he walked inside of a store that he was familiar with. It's called Danny Be Funky, just down the street from his house. We talked to the owner.
He felt comfortable enough to come on in here, and he came right around the corner to where Hannah was, and he whispered in her ear.
You can see it on the video. He walks to the store clerk and leans in. We found out what he said.
He said, to act like you're my mom, this lady's following me.
After processing what was going on, you see her get between Sammy and the woman who was still holding the door open. She walks over, pulls it shut, and then locks it. The woman runs off. Sammy is now safe. The owner and Sammy's dad aren't sure what the woman was trying to do, but they know that Sammy and the clerk both did the right thing.
He just knew something was not right and did what he needed to do.
He did what he was supposed to do because he didn't know the person.
Wow.
Very smart move on his part.
Yes, and incredible that it's all on video to show other kids
Yes.
what to do in situations like that.
Well, finally tonight, the red crabs of Christmas Island have begun their annual migration. Millions of bustling crabs have caused several roads to close across the Australian island.
Officials want to make sure the crabs can travel safely. They're moving from the center of the island to the coast where they'll mate. After mating, the males will head back to the jungle as the females hang back to lay eggs. Each female can produce up to 100,000 eggs, which will be deposited into the ocean.
I did not know that.
They remind me, you know, the crabs off that one commercial that was during the Super Bowl, I think. For the, what was it, the Hummers that
Right.
could turn their
Right.
wheels more? Maybe. No. I guess I'm the only one
That was almost a year ago. All right, let's get a final check of the forecast with Rusty.
I know that commercial. I just can't picture it in my head. I'm
Right.
gonna have to go.
You know, they're like crawling to the side, and then they crawl back this way
Yeah.
because the tires move. With LeBron James. LeBron James was in it.
Okay. I'll
No.
look it up right
No.
after that.
Go ahead, Rusty.
Okay, it's going to be cold tomorrow and really the next several days. 32 degrees, a little bit of everything. Some clouds, some sun, and there might even be a few flurries on and off. A northwest wind at 10 to 20 miles per hour. So it's going to be a chilly day, and it's going to be a chilly week ahead. 33 on Thursday with more flurries possible. Lower 30s Friday, Saturday, back to 40 by Sunday. We could get back to the 50-degree mark Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week as we head towards Thanksgiving. So a chilly several days ahead.
All right, thanks, Rusty, and thank you all for joining us.
World News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.
With the Channel 8 News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
The spas are here. Truckloads of spas arriving weekly. Hurry in today. These spas are going fast. Spas are in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Supreme Spa and Pool.
Closed captioning on Channel 8 Eyewitness News is brought to you by Christensen Hearing Analytics.
Is your heart focused on caring for others? At Synergy Home Care of Lincoln, we're committed to providing the best in-home care and service to our clients of all ages, offering competitive pay, paid training, and flexible shift scheduling. Make an incredible difference in the lives of others. Apply today.
Don't miss November savings now at Comfort Bay Mattress Factory. King bed for the price of a queen, or queen bed for the price of a twin. Comfort Bay Mattress, handcrafted for you and backed with a lifetime comfort guarantee. 27th and Superior, right next to PetSmart.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block? Call Thresher Foundation Repair. Leaning or bowing basement walls? Call Thresher Foundation Repair. Sticking windows or doors?